Good morning. Happy Friday. We in this thing. Listen, um, not even gonna hold you. I'm not feeling it today, but I am showing up anyway. I am doing what I said I would do, um, even if it is for no one else other than to just keep myself accountable to myself. I'm showing up. So happy Friday. I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new here, my name is Clarissa Crawford. I am the CEO and founder of Crawford and Co. Creative. We are a strategic advisory consulting company for arts and culture institutions. And yeah, it's Friday. And I slept in again a little late. And when I'm saying I'm sleeping in, I am just meaning that I get up later than I plan to, which I mean, I guess that's exactly what the definition of sleeping in is. But like I have typically thought that when people say that, they're like sleeping in till like 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the day. Not so with me. I am just um, allowing myself to rest a little later than I plan to get up. And I did that today. I did that this morning, but I still was up and did my morning routine to help myself ground. I got out for a really beautiful walk today, this morning, which is always nice when I don't walk in the morning every day outside, but it is nice when I'm able to work that into part of my grounding for the day. And so I was able to do that, and just being able to get out, get fresh air, walk, clear my thoughts, listen to music, take in the sights. It helps me to feel really good. Um, so I've just completed that not too long ago, and now I just showered and got dressed, and I have a few things that I'm gonna do today, but I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I am really just feeling like I could be done for the week, you know? I could really be done for the week. It's been a full week. It's been a productive week. Yesterday, I was able to close out some things that needed to be closed out. So that felt really good to get that off my plate. And it was one of the primary focuses that I had set for the week. So it's like, yay, that's off the table. A couple of other things that I do need to wrap up, that I will work on today, but I don't plan to work a full day. And I really would love to get to the place where Fridays are just like completely off for me. That is the intention, that's the goal. In this season, though, there are just, times where I need to be working on a Friday. And so it is what it is. Um, I may get out and like go work from a coffee shop, though. I think that that would be really nice to help just break up some of the monotony in the day. But yeah, I have been thinking about, and it really came across my awareness, and I was reminded yesterday that when you are building, when you are building a business, it's boring, okay? It is boring. And it's so interesting because in recent years, folks have really, especially for women, right? And I think, maybe even for men too, there's been this notion, this idea around like soft life, right? Where we are just living and working and having a life of ease and luxury and able to afford experiences that are just whimsical and luxurious, and make for really beautiful photos and content. And I trust that there are folks who are really actually out here doing that and able to make that reality for themselves, and maybe, more consistently than a lot of other people. And on the other side of that, I also am just like, because it's where I'm trying to get to. Okay, I want to have this first class lifestyle, and I've always wanted it. Like I've always desired to just be able to afford experiences and things that just like make me happy and bring me joy, right? And it doesn't, and it's not necessarily like I'm not someone who is just like into labels or anything like that, mainly because like that's just not where my budget is. But also I don't, I'm not, it's not what I keep up with. But I for sure am interested in being able to travel with ease, right? To, book car service, first class flights, uh, order in room service, like be on the beach, not worried about care or cost, and being able to provide that for my loved ones like that. Those are things that I do think about and I dream about. And it is like, I had this awareness last night. I was reminded because I was watching something, and it's just like, the steps to get there though are very boring and very mundane, and it it's not glamorous on the road to get there. And quite often we are doing that work of building and iterating and growing and failing, like behind the scenes, you know. Um, and so I guess when you do hit the pinnacle of whatever it is you were working towards, and you share that out loud, it probably looks like to many people that like, oh, that just came so easy and it came from out of nowhere. And it's like, child, no. And I can fully just like testify to this for myself, because it's like I am in this space, and it's funny because like I'm in this space of building. My folks, my friends, my family are aware that I am building some, most of them anyway. The ones who like care, because you also have people who like they don't know what you do, and it's just like, I just trust that you out here doing well. So I have some of those too. But the folks that, for the most part, need to know that like I'm in a process of building something, and it is always met with like so much support and love and affirmation. And then folks will be like, I can't wait to hear about it. And it's like, girl, I don't even have language to describe it yet. I don't even know what to tell you about it, because it is evolving, it is changing. I am building it. It is not done yet. And so it's like I had this thought, because I literally was having a text conversation with one of my friends, one of my homegirls, who was inviting me to come and do something. And it was one of those things where she was saying like, let me know when it works for your calendar. And I'm all like, these days I'm like, listen, I just like, it ain't no, you got to give me a date, right? You got to tell me when to show up, because if you leave it up to me, I'm gonna kick the can down the road, because I'm just like so into what it is that I'm doing. And so my friend was just like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear about what you're doing." And I'm like, "Okay, girl." Because I'm like, I I don't know what to tell you. I'm building this thing. I'm throwing things at the wall. There is some success to share, but even in that, I'm like, I'm taking that and I'm trying to quickly iterate. I'm reflecting on it. Making the necessary changes to continue building on it. And so I just was like, I had the thought yesterday, because this isn't the only friend that says that to me, right? Like there are a few folks in my life, and they mean no harm. So I'm not faulting them, because I think it's just very natural, especially when you love someone and you want to support them, to like ask them about what it is that they're doing. But I had the thought last night. I was like, don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me nothing because I just, child, my head's down. I'm doing the thing. I'm building it. I'll let you know when I know. Don't ask me nothing right now. And so, and a lot of times it's boring, right? Like it is just like when you are starting out, you are you are holding so many different roles. You are wearing so many different hats, and it's like it is hard to like know what to. It's just don't ask me nothing. Just don't ask me nothing because baby, today I'm CEO, tomorrow I'm the assistant, next week I'm the facilitator. Like it is just so much. And even in like how I just spit out all of those different roles, it's like that might sound like it's like action popping, but baby, no, it looked real plain. It looked real plain. I just it's a lot of popping in my head because I'm switching, the lenses all the time, depending on what role it is that I'm putting on for the day or the moment or the hour. So it is just, it's, I was thinking that to myself because I literally, I was like, I might just have to tell my people, like, don't ask me nothing. Baby, I ain't got nothing to tell you right now. Even these lessons, because look, I've been on here yapping a couple of videos, a couple of lives in now, and I'm like, I'm gonna tell you about these lessons. They coming, but baby, don't ask me nothing right now. I'm gonna tell you though, and I mean that. I really am. I'm gonna share what's going on, but it's like right now, don't ask me nothing. Okay. It is what it is. But I am grateful. I share with you, like, I do have accountability spaces. And so I do lean into those, and it is helpful. It is helpful to like also make sure that you do, and are having folks that you can, do some brain and system and processing with. And I am thankful to have that. I'm thankful to have accountability partners who are helping me along this journey. But it's just like, listen, everything I'm saying right now is in draft. Okay. I listen, I know what I know, but as I'm like building this thing based off of what I know, it's like, I don't know how this thing going to go though, So, um, I just have to say that. And, I'm probably gonna tell that to my friends. So it's like, don't ask me nothing right now. Let me just let listen. Check in with me every once in a while, but don't be expecting. Lower your expectations. I'm just kidding. No, keep the bar up high because I am going to exceed them. I'm gonna exceed them for myself. You got to speak life into yourself. But yeah, I was thinking about how mundane and ordinary so much of the work is while you are in it, and you're building and you're figuring it out, and you are testing and trying things out. Like it just is what it is. And hopefully you are doing things to document what you're learning, what you're processing, what you're seeing along the way. And I do think, even in how I am being able to start that through these live sessions, like I think that that is important because there are things that you can share and provide for consideration for others who are also building something and having some growing pains on their own. And I really do admire the folks who are able to like share in real time as they're doing it, like that type of and it's just some people, that's just their style, right? Like they are just naturally just like open and very vulnerable in that way. And it is so helpful for folks because it is, people are really building out loud. And there is a part of me that is, working towards that. I am just, as I have shared before, a processor. So I'm like, I got to work to that. But we are going to get to that place because I do think that there is also value in being able, I know the value of being able to talk about the lessons, what you're building, how you're iterating out loud. It is so helpful, even for someone like me who is very much I process in my head, I process in the corner by myself. I still understand and I see the value in being able to articulate and talk through those lessons out loud and those learnings out loud and receive feedback from, folks, trusted folks and advisors that you have access to. Everybody's feedback is not necessary, is not needed. So you do need to exercise some discernment. But yeah, it is just a plain fact, though, that while you are building, while you are on your way, while you are figuring it out, like there are so many moments that are just plain Jane, dull, boring. Um, and it is, you know, doing this is not for the faint of heart, for sure. And I have had many, no, not many. I've had a few different business like ventures that I've set up on my own. I feel like I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. And so even when I would have a full-time job, I would have something on the side because I was told, I learned at a very early age to not put all your eggs in one basket. And so I've had ventures where I was building a business, so to speak, on the side. And so, but it was very much like a side hustle. This is the first time that I'm like going all in. This is my full-time focus. Um, and I am really cultivating, all the characteristics, all the gritness, all the things that are required to um, become who I need to be in order to really build what I see in my head and what I believe God has called me to build. And so, um, yeah, day in, day out is just very interesting because it's like every day is just not exciting. In fact, more days than not are not exciting. And so, yeah, I just so it's exciting to people when they hear that you're like, because my language is all like, my language to my friends, to my family is just like I'm building right now. And so I guess when you say that, there is an energy around that like piques curiosity in other people, which is totally fine. Um, and it may make it sound much more exciting than it really is, right? Because it feels like, "Ooh, you about to launch something. Ooh, you finna," and I am. And I am, and I still am like, but don't ask me nothing because don't ask me about nothing right now because it's all in process. It's all in process, and it's real boring right now. So I don't have, and I'm not finna perform um, excitement around things that just aren't there yet. But we definitely want to make space to celebrate wins, and I have had some really beautiful wins already on this journey. Um, and I'm still like, and I'm not there yet. So it's like head down. We gotta keep it going. So yeah, I think that it is just, what I really wanted to come on here and share about today on this Friday. As we are closing out the first week in June. Can you believe how did we get to June already? We're closing out the first week in June. And I'm being very intentional as I can be in going in over these next 6 months or so uh, for the rest of this year. Like it's gonna pop. It's either gonna pop or I'm gonna put it down. So I think maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But no, I'm doing all I can to make sure that it pops. So I hope that you are too, right? And you know, How you feel about what I just said though? Like, are you building something? Are you in a place? Are you someone who, doesn't mind having the questions and sharing as you are building and you're learning? Or, are you more so like, let me do this and I'll get back to you. Don't ask me nothing. So leave me a comment. I would love to begin a conversation with you in the chat. Yeah, and I hope that you are closing out this week very strongly. I hope that you are excited about going into a beautiful and easeful weekend. And thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, leave me a comment though. Leave me a comment and let me know, yeah, what resonates with you, where you are, what type of builder are you. I would love to engage you in the comments. And yeah, subscribe. And I will see you next week. We coming back. We gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna stay consistent and we're gonna get better. We're gonna continue to grow and share even while we're building. And I'm very much looking forward to all of that. So I appreciate your time and your attention. Have a beautiful Friday and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you soon. Bye.